Hello, teachers. So you now have Seesaw accounts so that you can approve of the activities that the students have been doing in Seesaw. For this week, all you really need to do is go back and look at those activities and write comments on them. If you can do it for each student, that would be totally awesome, and I'm going to show you how to do that. For next week, we will need you to approve the activities as well and write comments on them. So I'm going to take you for a little tour of Seesaw and what you're seeing. So this is my account, and your accounts are going to look a lot like mine because you have multiple classes. So in the top left corner here where my cursor is, you should see your name and this little red bubble. This little red bubble means practically nothing to you. This is a total of all the notifications that have gone through. Some of them are messages from the teachers. Some of them are because students have submitted work. So if I go and look at Mrs. Burns's class right now, I don't have any little red bubbles over here. And when I drop down, it says I have 38, but that is because she has 38 assignments that she still needs to approve. So if I go into Garland, we can see here that there's 120 things that have been sent in. If I click on it, and then to get rid of the little red bubble, I just can click on it. I don't have to read these, but I can see that my number went down. So I'm going to go into Sky's class. Same thing. I have even less. So again, not necessary, but if you don't like seeing notification bubbles, that is one way to make those go away. But we're going to go take a look at how you can easily find just your subject areas activities and how you can approve those. So I'm going to go back up to Mrs. Burns's class. There are two ways you can do this. You can go over to activities and scroll down until you see the activity that you have. So let's take a look. So we have Burns's PE class. So I can see here that I have 9 waiting for approval, 0 have drafts, and 9 kids haven't responded. So I'm going to go in here. And this is pretty typical. So some of the kids have started work. You can see that here. Some of the kids haven't done it at all. This may be the fastest way to take a look at what your students are doing. So you can click here on the student. There's a response. I can hit approve and write them an amazing comment. If they didn't do, this one left a voice recording too. You can see that at the bottom. If they didn't do their assignment correctly, you can leave a comment here and then hit send back. Then that is the clue that the student should take another look at that assignment and then resubmit it. So I'm not going to approve this one. If I want to look at the next student, I can go to the right here. It will flip through. This one sent us a video. You can hit play. Again, approve or send back. And you can see Evelyn hasn't done it yet. And then you can just keep going. So that is one way to take a look at what the students have been doing. So here's another one for art. Here's where I put the directions. I did tweak them a little bit from your original directions, so take a look at what it says. So for art, I said put a drawing in your folder and bring it to art class when we meet again. Also take a picture with the camera and add it to the last page. The reason I need them to take a picture is because we do need proof. For a lot of them, I had them take a picture, create a video, or something like that. So if I go here, I have to scroll a little bit because I put the examples at the beginning, but I can see Avery's elephant. There is this arrow just to the inside will flip the pages, and this arrow all the way to the outside is what you can use to move from student to student. I can also go down here to Will's, take a look at it, and see that I don't have a picture. It says add a photo of your picture to this page. So for Will, I'm going to send back and I'm going to write a comment. Take another look at the directions. I'm going to hit post. And then when I click out of Will's, his will say draft. I can also, down here, I can approve them all if you just want to review them all real fast and then approve them. There is a teacher one in here. The teacher is to allow us to practice. It's what I sign in when I work with the classes. You will probably never have anybody for teacher. So some of the teachers have already approved things from your assignments so that they weren't seeing them in your approve queue. As you're going through the assignments and you see that this is not correct and you'd like to send it back to the student, there's an easy way to do that. So leave them a comment, and then here's how you can put it back in draft mode. You're going to go to the 3 dots, edit item. This is actually the student's workspace. So you can go hit draft, and then it will show up as not being completed. And in those comments, you can say, hey, you need to go back and take another look at page 1. So all you have to do to comment is type in the speech bubble, let them know how they did, hit post, and you're good to go. After e-learning is over and we're back at school, I can remove you from these classes because you will get a daily email telling you that there are things to approve. They may not be in your subject area. They are just, in general, things to approve. Let me know if you have any questions in the future, and I will give you some help.